Howdy everybody, Michael Mass here and welcome to another edition of the Disney Diner Review, your one-stop shop for everything food and foodie at Walt Disney World. This week we're right here. We're in Disney Springs. We are going to talk about the best of Disney Springs. We are going to talk about the best quick service. We are going to talk about the best casual, and we're going to talk about the best of the best period. So let's get into Disney Springs and let's check it out. Okay guys, so before we go any farther, if this is your first time here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I want to tell you about a surprise later in the video. You definitely want to stay tuned for this, because I will have several of my Disney vlogging YouTube friends along to tell you what their favorite restaurants in Disney Springs are. But first, let's talk about quick service, and I'm going to talk about two places for quick service that I definitely recommend, and the first is behind me here. And I have never done a review on video or on YouTube for this place. It's YESAKE. You know why? Because I just tried it in the last week, and wow, amazingly fresh. And I'll kind of show you where I'm at here. Like the AMC Theater, Planet Hollywood is right in front of me, right there. In YESAKE. Now this is run by the same company that runs the food eateries in the Japanese pavilion over at Epcot, and I'm telling you, the stuff there is fresh. They brought that bao bun, that Chinese or chicken teriyaki bun. That's what I'm trying to say. That chicken teriyaki bun over from the Food and Wine Festival that was so popular this year. So that is going to be my first recommendation on quick service in Disney Springs. Next up on my list, right behind me here, it is D-LUXE Burger. D-LUXE Burger, I did a review on this probably almost 2 years ago, but I was pleasantly surprised by such a great burger in Disney Springs. Like, I was expecting some random chain that just didn't put it together well, but guess what? I was surprised. I definitely enjoyed my burger over here at D-LUXE Burger, and I do say if you're going to be doing quick service, Disney Springs, this is where to do it, as well as YESAKE. Like I said, both of those places are top notch, and I think heads and shoulders above the rest of the quick service places here at Disney Springs. Now I know what some people are saying. Well, I used to go over to old downtown Disney and they didn't have anything worth eating. Why would I go there? It was just like Planet Hollywood and a few things. Well, guess what? In the last 2 years, Disney Springs has stepped it up a notch, and they've brought a number of celebrity chefs in to open restaurants here. Right over here behind me, Rick Bayless's spot of Frontera COCINA, Art Smith's spot of Homecoming, and right behind me, Morimoto, right there, Morimoto Asia. 3 big name celebrity chefs opening up spots in Disney Springs. So that brings me to the next thing, the next item. We're gonna talk about casual set down restaurants. Casual that you're gonna go in, you don't have to really feel like you have to get dressed up for, and they're just gonna be chill and kick back. And the first one of those is gonna be Frontera COCINA. I've done reviews on this, and I've put it in that 3.5 to 4 star range, or actually probably 3.5 when I did 3. I think I actually did 3 3/4 stars, if I remember correctly. But most recently I went over and tried their new Taste of Mexico menu. I don't have any video of this, but I do have a few pictures I'm gonna plug in here. And wow, like, I definitely will recommend Frontera COCINA now, because that menu, just everything about it was great. I had some swordfish there that was awesome. Swordfish al pastor, think about that. Swordfish al pastor, some pork belly tacos, and you can't go wrong with pork belly ever. At least I don't think so. I've never had bad pork belly, so I definitely love me some pork belly. But that is Frontera COCINA, and as we've turned around, right here, right behind me, boom, right there, that's Art Smith's Homecoming. I will also recommend that and put that on the recommended list as one of my 2 places that are just casual set down. And most of these places you really don't need a dining reservation, but it is recommended. The one thing I will say about Art Smith, depending on what part of the country you're from, the home cooking, southern type style cooking, that's what you're gonna get at Art Smith. I will say for my taste, it's really good. Okay, it's really good. But for my taste, it was just a little expensive for me. I feel like I could go to a number of places and get comparable food for the same price. But you know what? If that's what you're craving, the food is really good. I'm not knocking the food. Just the pricing just doesn't really make that much sense for that style of food for me. But, so my 2 casual set down dinings are gonna be Frontera COCINA over here and Art Smith's Homecoming right over here. And now, like I told you earlier, I am gonna bring in several Disney YouTubers, friends of mine, that I want to find out what their favorite restaurant is in Disney Springs. I've asked them to tell you about that place, maybe what their favorite dish is, so guess what? Here we go.
Hey guys, Lee here, Theme Park OHANA. Helping out my good buddy Michael Mass. He's asking about our favorite dining at Disney Springs. And he's another easy one for us to answer because we are a family and it's usually pretty expensive to go out. And we love to utilize our Landry's card. We love the Rainforest Cafe. When we get out there with the family, it's great. The kids love it. They love the little storms and all the animals. The aquariums are phenomenal. And as far as the food, it's really, really good. And there's a huge selection for those picky eaters. Like, we have kids that are picky eaters, so it helps us out. And me and Jen love the giant shareable nacho tray they bring out for you. So that's what we love. Disney Springs, Rainforest Cafe, or T-Rex. You know, T-Rex is good too. Thank you.
Hey guys, it's Christine, also known as IVYWINTER. My favorite restaurant in Disney Springs, I know a lot of people talk about the Chicken Guy, and I did have it, and it's pretty good, but my favorite has to be Homecoming. I just love the food. It is so good. The fried chicken is delicious. The mac and cheese is to die for. Their cocktails, if you're a drinker, excellent, and the service is always great, super friendly, love to carry on a conversation, always had a good time there. Never too hard to get a table, though generally I usually get a reservation ahead of time, so that's definitely my favorite. I just think it's so good. I love good comfort food, so there you go.
Hello everybody, my name is Ryan and my favorite Disney Springs restaurant is D-LUXE Burger. It is a quick service restaurant and aside from possibly Wilderness Lodge's Geyser Point Bar and Grill, it is the best hamburger I have ever had on Walt Disney property. It's in a nice secluded area in Disney Springs. It surrounds the, it's sitting just on the edge of the springs, so it's in a very nice, quiet, relaxing area. So the environment is really nice and the food is really good. The burgers are always extremely juicy. And one of my favorite things about this restaurant is they have a variety of different and pretty much unusual sauces that you might not think to dip your fries or your burger in. And you can serve them yourself, you get the sauces, and my favorite one is garlic ranch. So I highly recommend this restaurant. Head over there, it's in Disney Springs. If you haven't been there before, definitely check it out.
I want to thank everybody for helping me out there, giving you some different perspectives on places to eat down here in Disney Springs. But now let's talk about my two favorite places in all of Disney Springs. Now, once again, not always do you need reservations, but it is recommended for these two as well. And the first one is gonna be right here, Paddlefish. If you love seafood, if you really enjoy seafood, I strongly recommend Paddlefish. I've eaten here on several occasions, and heck, I think even one of the best meals I had last year was at a wine tasting here at Paddlefish. It was amazing, amazing. Everything is so fresh, tasty. Like, I can't say enough good things about Paddlefish, and that's why it's probably my #2 go-to restaurant in Disney Springs. Now, let's go to my #1. My #1 must stop. You should eat here almost regardless, as long as you're planning on a nice sit-down restaurant while you're at Disney. You can't beat this place right here. Morimoto Asia, amazing. The menu designed by Chef Morimoto, the master chef, the Iron Chef Morimoto, and everything about it is amazing. 5, 6 kitchens going at all times. There's nothing I've ever had here, literally nothing I've ever had here that I didn't like a little bit of. And if I didn't like it, for some reason I got it the next time and then loved it. I do recommend like the spare ribs, those definitely, you have to get those. I've heard a lot of people recommend the duck. And you know what, I'm not a duck person and I haven't tried it, so I can't tell you either way, but that's something that's on my list. The sushi here I've always had, it was amazing and fresh. Definitely, everything about Morimoto Asia says you must stop here. I will tell you this though, make sure you get reservations. It is a little harder to get reservations for Morimoto, but it's not like absolutely impossible. And be prepared to drop a few $100s for a couple people to go eat here. But guess what? It is worth it. It is worth it. It is worth it. I love Morimoto Asia, and I can't recommend it enough. So, if you get a chance and you're over in Disney Springs, definitely stop at Morimoto Asia or any of the other places that I have talked about today. as all of those places are really good either for quick service, for casual dining, or if you're just planning that nice romantic date, maybe one of those last two like Paddlefish or Morimoto in that case. Guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you found it very informative. I definitely hope you found it informative. Helps you plan your next vacation, helps you plan your next trip over to Disney Springs even. If you're local, a lot of people don't even think about Disney Springs for food, and they should. They should, because Disney Springs is bringing it when it comes to food. Guys, if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button, and if this is your first time here, make sure to join the masses. Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, guys, I thank you for your time, and here's to life.